My name's not Alicia anymore. I had it changed as soon as I turned 18. Legally, officially, and spiritually, Alicia died out there in the woods that day, along with 26 other kids. People call it a lot of things now. The Camp Hollow Massacre, the Green Bus Tragedy, the Nature Day Horror. There are Reddit threads, podcasts, even an unauthorized documentary on Netflix with a thumbnail that's just my face blurred out. Sometimes it trends again on TikTok for a week. You'd be surprised how many Gen Z kids think true crime is just aesthetic. They don't know what it's like to wake up in a cold sweat with the sounds of bones cracking under tires still echoing in your head. Or to live with the sound of her voice. God, her voice. Single file, eyes ahead. No one leaves the path. Who's ready to see the forest breathe? I was ready. And I watched it inhale 26 kids like it was nothing. I was 11 when it happened. Mrs. Bellamy was our science teacher, but she preferred Miss B, a young outdoorsy woman with perfect teeth, a sun hat bigger than her torso, and an accent none of us could place. She claimed it was Southern, but it didn't match any state I'd ever heard of. She wore hiking boots every day. Told us the schoolyard air was too dead, too stale. She wanted us to feel the pulse of the earth. So when she announced a special day trip to the woods just outside Hollow Ridge, no one was surprised. It wasn't an overnight thing, just a one-day field trip. Our parents signed the forms. Some of us didn't even have them read over, just forged a signature or lied about permission. The Hollow Ridge Preserve had been closed to the public for decades, apparently for ecological protection, but somehow Miss B had access. She told us we'd be the first batch of minds to truly see what this world used to be. We left at 7:45 a.m. in a long green bus that didn't belong to our school district. No logos. The driver never turned around. He just stared straight ahead, face hidden beneath the brim of a trucker hat. That was the first red flag. But I didn't know what red flags were then. There were 27 of us, ages ranging from 10 to 12. She made us wear matching yellow ponchos and handed out wooden whistles tied with twine. "Blow twice if you're lost," she said, her smile never reaching her eyes. "And thrice if something's chasing you." Everyone laughed. The bus ride was longer than expected. No one had cell service. Miss B collected our phones before we even left the school, said, "Digital distractions will poison your connection with the forest." When we arrived, the trees were already dense, taller than skyscrapers, black at the base, green at the top. Fog rolled across the dirt like living breath. She led us into the forest with a long staff made of knotted ash wood. The deeper we walked, the quieter it became. Birds didn't sing, bugs didn't chirp, the wind didn't rustle, just the crunch of our boots on dead leaves. She made us stop at a clearing with a stone altar. That's not a poetic metaphor. There was a literal altar, waist-high, covered in moss, and something darker. Old carvings ran down its sides like veins. Miss B clapped her hands. "Circle up, my saplings." We obeyed. She passed out fruit, shiny red apples. They looked fake, too perfect. I was hungry, but something felt wrong. I still don't know why I didn't eat mine. Maybe I'm just lucky. The others bit in almost in unison, crunching like synchronized swimmers diving into poison. The change came fast. First they froze, apples dropping from mouths, eyes rolling back. Then came the twitching, spasms like short-circuiting marionettes, foaming, screaming. Then, silence. One by one, the kids collapsed, some still twitching, some totally still. The smell of blood and bile hit the air like a foghorn. My heart screamed at me to run, but my legs turned to stone. Miss B didn't panic. She stood there humming, something slow, rhythmic, almost like a lullaby, and gently pressed her hand to each child's forehead, like a priest delivering last rites. Then she looked up, right at me. "You didn't eat," she said softly, voice lilting and strange. "That's okay. We'll save you for last." I turned and ran. I ran so hard I don't remember it, like my brain refused to keep the footage. I don't know how long I was in that forest. Hours? A day? I just remember the sun never moved. It stayed stuck in the same place, casting a dull orange over the trees. Time didn't work right there. I found a small stream and followed it. Eventually, it led to the road. A truck driver found me at dusk, barefoot, covered in mud, clutching that untouched apple like a sacred relic. I couldn't speak for hours. The autopsy reports were unbelievable. No signs of poison, no trauma, just inexplicable organ failure. 26 kids, dead for no clear reason. Miss B disappeared. The driver of the bus was found in a motel 2 states over, wrists slit, room filled with hundreds of little yellow ponchos, each with a different name stitched inside. Not just our class. Dozens of names. The police report called the case unresolved but inactive. They told our parents it was a gas leak. Therapy helped, for a while. The dreams never stopped, though. The altar, the sound of apples hitting the dirt, her voice echoing through the fog. Eyes ahead. No one leaves the path. Sometimes I smell her before I see her. Lavender, cedar, rotting fruit. Once I saw her in a bookstore. Thin woman, sun hat, hiking boots. She smiled, but the eyes weren't hers. They were just wearing her. Another time I passed a preschool near my apartment. The name on the sign said, "The Hollow Ridge Early Learning Center." I watched through the fence. The teacher handed out fruit during snack time. Apples. She looked right at the security camera and smiled. I moved out of state a week later. The reason I'm telling this now, the real reason, isn't because I want attention. It's because I saw her again. Yesterday. I was walking home from work. A daycare van pulled up at a red light beside me. The windows were tinted, but the side door opened slightly, just a crack. A hand reached out. Long fingers, dirt under the nails. In that soft sing-song voice that never aged a day, she whispered, 26 fell down. 1 ran away, but 27 is the perfect number for play. Then the van drove off. I don't know what she is, not a woman, not just a killer, maybe something older, a spirit that wears skin like clothing, but she's not done. She's still out there, and she's keeping count.